What is up, ladies and gentlemen, GPC fans out there? Welcome back to another video of mine. I'm Mr. Josh, and I am posting a video which should have been posted a very long time ago. And by a long time ago, I mean around maybe 4 days ago. Well, let me explain something. For the last few days, I've been pretty sick due to just the weather around, plus my allergies. I've had pretty bad sinuses, and throughout this entire few days, the Super Bowl was around, so I couldn't really record then. My family has been around, so I haven't really had any privacy to record. So as a result, this is like the only time I've been able to do so. Hopefully, this goes up as soon as possible. And actually, like I had recorded it on Friday, and I posted it, but then my audio was just like it just died, and I was like, what? That's kind of bad. So I just had to re-upload, and I haven't been able to re-upload since that Friday. So here we are. Anyways, let's just go over this really quick. I'm sure most of you guys, if not every single person, has already seen our match, and they know exactly what happened. So let's just go over this really quick, really fast, because there's no need to take too much of your time. Because of course these are mandatory, and I don't want to fall behind, which I already have, but it really hasn't been unintentional, or it has not been because of laziness. It's just been like I've really lacked the time, and I've really lacked the energy for the most part. Anyways, if you don't know my team, I'll probably make a team analysis later on. Probably like maybe tomorrow, or maybe Friday, depends. Wait, let me see if I can remember Aster's team on top of my head. He has Megalopony, he has Zygarde, he has Thunder's T, which is also a Zemon. My Zemon's Flygon, if you're wondering. He also has Empoleon, he has Jirachi, he has Florges, Gorgeist, Masquerain, Absol, and I believe that's really it. I might have missed one, but I'm pretty sure that's everything. Anyways, let's go over my team really quick. Of course, we have a Spadef Palutine for his Thunder's T. Even if he's physical as walls for the most part, I do a lot of Icicle Crash. And it gets up rocks, and rocks are pretty cool. Chips down stuff. Even though a lot of Pokemon only take around 6%, I like the chip. And anyways, next is my Chople Berry Cobalion, named the GOAT for obvious reasons. Uh, Bringing a Swords Dance set because it kind of shits on his team after I go for SD. And with the Chople Berry, even Adamant Megalopony doesn't kill me unless I'm like at around 60%. So that's fantastic. Next is my Banded Flygon. Originally this was DD, but I didn't really think of a scenario where I could set up a DD. But when you see it in the match, I definitely could have, and the results could have been different because I'd probably be able to go with +2, and then he would really be in trouble. That wouldn't be locked in, of course. Next is my Choice Scarf Physical, for the most part, Flame Duck 3 and a Magmortar. This is so I can like catch Florges off guard in case it thinks it can take a Flare Blitz reasonably as well as possibly what's the other one? Empoleon, because it's obviously those two Pokemon are very Spadef in terms of just their stats overall. So I felt like that'd be the best way to go. Plus, Cross Chop is more accurate than Focus Blast, so if that wasn't the reason enough, there you go. It's oh well, that's fun. It's fine. I think we'll still be okay. Anyways, yeah, for the most part, it's physical. Earthquake, just in case he brings Flareon. Oh, I forgot to mention Flareon on this team. My bad. I think is a god. Anyways, yeah, Earthquake, just in case he brings it, because I get Wall if I don't bring Earthquake. So yeah, there you go. Next is my defensive Sylveon because it's a pretty good wall to Megalopony. I can take a return reasonably well. I take high jump kicks obviously really well. And then I can just Wish Protect, Hyper Voice. I wanted to run Baton Pass because he has two very good counters, known as Empoleon and Jirachi. But of course, I was unable to do so because I wanted to protect Wish Heal Bell. Heal Bell, I could have probably gone a foul, and you'll see why, but oh well, it's fine. And my last Pokemon is my Life Orb Analytic Starmie. With this bulk, well, obviously I'm off by 6, but this is around exactly what I was. Here, let's just fix this really quick. Obviously I was 104. There you go. But with this bulk, I take a return from Megalopony reasonably well. And as a result, I can actually pressure it out with Starmie if I'm healthy enough, because really its best move to hit me with would be return. But because Thunder Punch doesn't hit as hard as return, so there you go. And if I can hit him hard with an analytic boosted life orb, Hydro Puppy's pretty much dead, so that'd be fantastic. That's pretty much the team, so we'll pause until I get to the battle, and we'll be right back. I swear to God, if this audio dies as well, I'm gonna be pretty sad for the most part because I don't want to do this a fourth time. Yes, this is my third time doing this, and it has been really unfortunate. But yeah, Aster, he is one of the most fast growing Poke competitive PokeTubers out there in terms of league format. And sorry if you hear my dog; he's on the floor. Anyways, yeah. So I was expecting a very hard played battle, and I'd have to make plays to win. That's what I was thinking when I first started this battle. So I was like, okay, if I can do it, maybe we can pull it off. Because as you could, I have Mega Pinscher on my team. Obviously, a very broken Pokemon, but the team matchup just didn't allow for it to come because, I mean, for one, he had a Thunder's T, which I figured he would bring because it's a Scarf Thunder's T is like the best answer to an SD Mega Pinscher because he literally can never really safely win if Thunder's T is just there and lurking around. But he didn't even bring it, so if I brought Mega Pinscher, I probably could have just won because I knew he would bring Sugarberry Jirachi, so I'd bring Knockoff for instead of Earthquake and probably close combat for Empoleon and just SD and probably return because that's all I really need. But you know what? It's okay. It's all good. I'd probably actually run quick attack over not over or close combat. But anyways, he leads straight with Empoleon. I could have made a play here, but there was really no need to because even if I set up an SD, I was not going to touch it, and I'd switch out thinking he would have Will-O-Wisp. So I'm gonna go for CC and obviously just hit the fucking air because it's a ghost type. So I'm gonna go to my Flame Dog 3 predicting the Willow. But he goes for Leech Seed instead. So that's just proves he's very confident that he can wall Michael Ballon even if I'm SD. So now I'm going to go into my Arabian Goggles predicting floor just because it's a pretty reasonable switch into a Leech Seed and Mag Mortar. So now I'm going to click Leech Seed because I know the Moonblast is incoming. And I don't want to get obliterated by this. I'm pretty sure it's a rule to kill me. Anyways, I go to Young Swine since it's been deaf. I'm going to take it really well. The obvious special attack drop like really matters. That sucks. Anyways, I know this thing is going to come in. I know Empoleon's going to come in. So like watch this. I'm going to make the ballsy play. Click Icicle Crash. And then watch this too. I ran enough speed to outspeed around a 4 speed, maybe 8 speed invested in Empoleon. So I hit him really hard with Earthquake. And now there's no need to click Rocks here knowing he's going to switch because I want to hit whatever's going to come in here. It is floor test and obviously doesn't do anything because he's like max HP, max defense. But it's okay because I get my rocks up now. And of course, none of us have ways of removing rocks. I don't, and I don't think he does either because I think he values rocks more than I do, honestly. So I'm sure he wants to keep him on the field for as long as possible. I let my Palisade take damage for the most part because, for one, I really didn't have much of a switch in. If I went into Magmortar, I'd click Flare Blitz, he click Wish, then I would just pretty much lose the 1v1 at that point. So I figured there was really nothing to switch into. I could have gone to Sylveon and clicked Wish, but that didn't do me much either. So now I'm going to go to my Cobalion, and I'm going to click SD. And this is a really interesting play because I was thinking, okay, if he's anything but Berry, I'm going to kill him. But here's the thing: the way he's been playing it around this Cobalion, he's probably a Berry. But I mean, at the time, I wasn't thinking. If I thought about this, I probably would have made a different play. But looking at my team, I just don't have a solid way of killing this thing. Like Banded Flygon does like 60% to this, and this is as you'll see, it's gonna do a decent amount. Like if he wasn't Berry, this thing was fucking dead. As you can see, 53%. But I don't get it. And these two Moonblasts, he didn't know at the time because he was calculating no HP because I watched this match. But he got two very high roll Moonblasts because that was 56 HP invested. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate because I could have lived, but it's okay. It happens. Anyways, I catch him off guard with the physical Magmortar, obviously. So now I take it out, which is pretty sweet because I'm pretty sure he lives with Scar Fire Blast. So now I go into my Quaidoge to on the obvious fake out because he's scared of me being Scarf. That's just what you would do with Megalopony on a Pokemon that just killed your Florges. So now he's gonna go into Rachi because it's one of the best counters. So I predict that and I go straight into Flame Duck 3. I didn't know at the time, but his Jirachi couldn't touch my Magmortar, but I was a minus defense nature, so I probably still died to Iron Head, which is pretty sad. Anyway, so I could have tried to heal this up, unlike Gorgas probably, but I wasn't really thinking about that at the time. I just really want to make the hard play. Anyways, watch this. He goes for fake out, and I get the fucking burn with the flame body. I'm like, oh sweet. So if he doesn't have facade, I kind of hindered him really well. If he does have facade, I kind of get like raped in the ass. So now I'm going to go for Quaidoge here. And I'm going to, I believe, click Wish. Yeah, I click Wish here. And I'm pretty sure he's not going to click a Steel move here. He's going to click literally anything else but it because I got a Flygon and a Starmie. So I'm going to go into my Young Swine. As he actually clicks Light Screen, I guess for my Starmie. I'd set better with like Gorgas or Zygarde. Anyways, if I don't get the flinch here, I burn the Sugarberry and I could potentially do a lot of work with Flygon, but I don't get to do that because he flinched me. But it's 60%, so I can't be complaining. Anyways, I could have gone for the Earthquake and burned the Sugarberry, but I didn't want to take a lot of damage. So I just U-turn instead into the Lone Star. As he's going to click Iron Head and obviously not do too much because I'm a resist and I'm pretty HP invested, and he's not invested at all into attack. So of course I'm going to resist that reasonably well. He goes in the L, Igor guys, and I'm going to go for recover because I didn't want to be too low on health. So now I'm going to go for Ice Beam because I was actually calculating the wrong Gore guys because I'm bad. And yeah, this does absolutely zero. The Gore guys I was looking at was like it was gonna die. It was like a roll to die if it was not HP invested. So yeah, I went for it. Anyways, I go for Ice Beam here because for one, I'm like 100% sure he's Rock Slide for Mega Pinsir because it's Aster and he wants to be a cheeky bastard. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Shadow Stick, so I can Ice Beam and kill him. Now he goes in the opening. This thing dies to Rock, so it's like why keep it? Because he knows that, so he could potentially set up a Wish or Jirachi and or a Coil Zygarde, and that would be bad. Anyways, I'm pretty low with Sylveon, and I gotta set up a Wish, and I gotta click Protect here because I want to be as healthy as possible for his Zygarde. But I'm just kidding because I'm at 50%, so I'm thinking I probably handle Zygarde well as it is. As he clicks Wish as his own. He clicks Wish also. As I could have gone back into Palace Finder, but I didn't make the hard play. I thought he was clicking out here for sure, but oh well. Anyways, he goes into Jersey, and I go for Earthquake. It does 48%, so I don't even 2 KO him because he's leftovers, as you'll see here. So it's like, god damn it, this thing is going to be a problem. So I'm going to go hard in the Pilot's Line because I know I live 1,000 arrows because I know he's not going to be invested to attack. And, excuse me, Jesus. Anyways, this is like the play of the game. Okay, so there's a couple of options and plays that my Palisade can make here. If I click Ice Shard on this thing, I lower its health pretty drastically, and a Flygon could do some major work. If I click Earthquake, predicting the Megalopian to come in, it gets put into range where Burn puts it at around 6%, and then I just go to the Sylveon, and he either just gets damage on me with Return, or he sacks it for later on against Flygon, which he probably did the second thing because it's the smartest play. But here's the thing. I click Ice Shard because I was really playing safe here because I thought there was still a chance I could win even if I didn't get this play right. But this is really the play that made or break. It made or broke whoever won this game. And I click Ice Shard as he goes straight into Megalophony. If I clicked Earthquake, I did a really good amount of damage. I think I put him at around 18% after the Earthquake at the lowest. And yeah, I would have been fine. But now he's going to be at 27. So Megalophony is still going to be around for a long, long time. So now things are looking really bleak because it's 2-3, and he has a Pokemon that just literally hard walls my Sylveon. If I had been able to burn the Sugar Berry a lot earlier, this might have been different, but obviously I was not able to. So now I gotta click Wish. I click Protect because I want to be as healthy as possible. Because if next time on Rocks I'm at 44%, so that's a little too close for my liking. So now I'm gonna go right back into Flygon because Flygon, I mean, is really my only option. And he's gonna go for the Iron Head because I only have two Pokemon left, and one of them's weak to Iron Head, so why wouldn't you? So now I'm gonna click Earthquake. Obviously, the Sugar Berry is obvious because why wouldn't you? Because I got a Mega Pinsir. So now he's gonna go for Iron Head again, and now I'm pretty sure he's going to just switch into a Zygarde because it takes two Earthquakes really well. My play here was definitely going for a crit Earthquake on the next turn, but I was still thinking that maybe I'd be fine even if he had set up a coil. But okay. Anyways, as you'll see, he's gonna go for DD, and yeah, my Hyper Voice does not do a lot to this thing. It's gonna easily live, and he knows that. And I was thinking maybe he wouldn't know that, so I double back in the Flygon, and yeah, he just goes for a coil. So now he is +1 accuracy, +1 defense, +2 attack, and +1 speed. So yeah, game's over because he has Iron Head, so the game's completely over. So GG to Aster. I lost 3-0. If there was an opponent I would want to lose to, it would be Aster because he's a very nice guy and his team is very, very cool. But my team was very high ranked, of course, on the rankings because I checked it out and that was pretty cool. But I was not able to pull through this week because for one, it came down to the one player pilot fine. If I had gotten the play correct, things could have been a lot different. But it's not what happened, and as a result, we are sitting here with a Zygarde on top of the battlefield because it overcame my team reasonably easily. If that's even the correct sentence, because for one, I kind of lost all my checks to it. So yeah, that happened, and as a result, we are now 0-1 with a -3 differential. But don't worry, we're gonna try to bounce back. We play who is it? We play. I know this. I know we play. Ethan. Ethan. Yeah. How can I forget my boy Ethan? He's awesome. Yeah, we play him. He has a pretty scary team. He has Celesteela and the most broken defensive Pokemon in Gen 7. It's basically a gigantic, fat ass, obese Scarf. That's what it is, except it doesn't have Roost. It just has Lead Seed, which is pretty, honestly, more annoying because it's just dumb. It beats Pokemon by just clicking Leech Seed and Protect and Heavy Slam and Earthquake and Flamethrower. Yeah, you know what I mean. If you play Gen 7 enough, you'll know what you'll know what I understand. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, GG Aster once again. Hopefully, hopefully the GPC doesn't mind this being uploaded so late. But honestly, I just really time was really restrained against me, and obviously my conditions in terms of health was at its very lowest. So I definitely couldn't do much about that. So yeah, I'll be gone, and hopefully more videos will be coming sooner because my dad's actually gone, so that means I have more freedom in terms of recording. As long as I wake up for school the next morning, it really doesn't matter. So yeah, I'll be gone, and I'll be posting this immediately, so you should be seeing this if you're still awake Wednesday night, but you most likely will be seeing this Thursday and after. So anyways, au revoir and peace.